I was having a coffee time with a friend, and during the conversation, the subject come about whereby we were talking about the lack of maids in Malaysia.
Yeah.
And somehow the discussion, during the discussion, I say that, well, a lot of Malaysians do not really take care of the maids, and sometimes it can come to abuse of the maids, abuse, but we take for granted that the maids are supposed to do a lot of things, and somehow it triggers childhood memories where my mom used to work as like ama for the family, whereby they take care of the child. And unfortunately, they do not treat her well, you know. And on both occasions, she was sacked when it was deemed that she did not carry out her responsibility, which was, of course, untrue. One of them being that because I fell down and had concussion, I had to be sent to the hospital. So my mom, of course, being worried, she came to see me in the hospital. But before she did that, she handed the child that she was looking after to another maid who was looking after another child. For that, she was sacked, you know. So this is one incident that stays with me for a very long time. And another one was, how to say that, also another incident where a child fell down and the parents accused that my mom didn't take care. My mom was just sitting just a short while ago, a short distance away. If the child fell down, what can my mom do? Right? For that, she was sacked. And I was with my mom at that time. Okay, so I saw it for myself. So this incident stayed with me, unfortunately, and I was quite harsh with my opinions at that time. Brother Teo. So after that, when I went back, I said that after I had my bath and all that, when I sat down quietly by myself, I reflected back on what I did. And it came to me that I have been polluting the consciousness, Brother Teo. Unconsciously, yes, my way of talking and all this, I am actually polluting the consciousness of my friend, myself, and the consciousness. A lot of us may not realize that, and all these will have karmic consequences. So when I come to realize that, I wrote back to my friend and I apologized. I said, I'm so sorry that is what happened, and I asked for forgiveness that I spread this type of bad vibes to him too. When I did that, Brother, something very strange happened. It's like a piece of jigsaw puzzle fitted into the jigsaw.
Then the whole thing like resolved, huh?
Yes, it's like I understand it now. I know that it is meant for me to see it and be aware of it and
then develop the understanding.
Yes,
it's like the burden is no more there. You don't carry it anymore.
It's like something lifted off my shoulder.
Lifted off. You don't carry it anymore. Like you say last time, it was with you for so long. It's like a phobia or a very nasty incident that will stay with you on. Well, at that time when it happened, you cannot accept. Like you say, your view were different. You view it so differently, and you were so young at that time. But now that you have the Dhamma, you reflect back, you understand, then the natural tendency is to resolve it amicably. That's why you need to ask for forgiveness, which is a good thing that you did. Sadhu, very good.
It is like one thing has been resolved. And that means I know that before we even speak, we have to be, our right views have to come in very
important.
Yes.
That's why delusion can actually make us blind. Then we will do a lot of heedless things, negative things. that have karmic consequences. So this one is very good. It allows you to reflect, understand, then recall to memory what happened in the past, and you resolve it amicably. Then, like a huge burden lifted off, that whole thing is gone. Then it will be rooted out from your consciousness. It no longer carry it anymore. So this one is very beautiful.
Yeah, but still is how to say, it's like part of our bodhisattva vows.
Yeah, correct.
When we ask for forgiveness from
Yes.
whomsoever from the distant past until now.
Until now, yes.
Actually, all these incidences is part of it.
Yeah.
I feel
Yes,
even though
yes. It's part of the cultivation. Yeah.
Even
That's
though
why initially the affirmation and the asking for forgiveness and repentance has to be done sincerely, with faith, and the affirmation has to be very strong, because it's an understanding that lead to this repentance. Then you vow not to allow all these things to happen again, to repeat all this again, through cultivation of the noble Dhamma, following the advice of the Buddha. Dhammapada verse 183. Then that cultivation becomes different again. Sabba papasa akaranam, usalesa upasampada, sachitta pariyadapanam, etang buddhana sasana. All this become very clear. Then the way you cultivate is very different already. Then the understanding behind is very different. Very good, PG, Sadhu.